that what we're trying to do comes from a Quranic vibration. That's the way I feel about it. So, leadership resistance, that's what we're going to go straight at the Zionist American, straight at it. And we're saying we're going to develop a leadership process in America, whether you like it or not, because that's what's needed. So, that's what we're going to do. In fact, we're partially way there. For people to hear all this stuff and to see, they ain't going to, first of all, half the people looking at this, I believe that nigga lying. I believe he lying. Half the people watching this, I bet they say, man, that guy, oh, man, how he gonna be over here, this, that, and another. He just up there exaggerating. That's why we say, get on your stick and go find out whether I'm lying or telling the truth. And the Negroes in California find out whether they telling the truth and I'm lying. Do your research. Thank you very much. Are there any questions or comments?
Well, you have moved to a comment, but
What's that?
Okay, so first comment, he said, you don't know nothing, all you do is talk, and I thought you was a jailbird, LOL. Khadijah's the one you hate, and please change that video talking about my mama. She did not do heroin, she did crack, baby. You gonna stop all these lies on my mama.
Well, first of all, it's good to...
There's more, to let you know.
Okay, well, I just deal with a part of that.
Oh, okay.
No, about dear Khadijah. Thank y'all for watching. I notice you watch because you call all the time, sometimes 10 times a day, and you don't have no business. If we were to look at things, we would say, why do y'all go in and out of the masjid and you don't have no business there? Why don't you say thanks a little bit for Imam Musa picking Mukhtar up out of the gutter? Mukhtar wore a monkey suit. And he worked, I think, at that McDonald's on East 14th and 98, one of them. And he used to chase people down if they snatched a hamburger and fries and ran out without paying. He'd chase them down. And he told me, Imam Musa, I have to catch the bad guys. I told him, if you're going to be a part of As-Sabiqun, you can't chase nobody else down from the white man's store because he's hungry and he run off with fries and a burger. In fact, you can't chase nobody down. And the white man is oppressing everybody. Dear Mukhtar, everybody in Oakland, and I'm speaking as though everybody's watching, talked about Mukhtar and Khadijah. They made fun of y'all. That's what they did. I'm saying to Oakland, and I'm saying to everybody in Oakland that was around the Muslims, y'all made fun of Mukhtar and Khadijah. Mukhtar's role was as the community clown. I'm the only one in history that ever gave him a chance to participate in leadership management. I am. Dear, mean old Musa. This is the one. And the job that we allowed him to participate in after crawling around on the floor, licking doorknobs and pleading, please, 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 please. I said, well, people say that you I said, forget about the people. I said, I'll tell you what, Here you go, dear Mukhtar. You can deal with Oakland. I said, now, we have boxes. And we go around and we raise funds. I said, but for you, till you get the hang of it, I'm gonna put money in this account for you to pay bills. So I put over $35,000 in the account out there for Khadijah's family and Mukhtar's family. Because Mukhtar never raised no money that I know of. Never raised no money, nor made any deposit in any account. He only took money out of the account. That's Mukhtar. That's me keeping my mind or my mouth out of your business by trying to take care of your family. And what did he do? He lived there, y'all lived there at 8111 across the street from all the property. He said, can I look after all this property? I said, sure, you just stay right there. I said, I do the same thing in D.C. I said, one person can take care, if you live right there, you can be at the Masjid, be down here, you just work all day, or you could go raise funds. I said, I've done it for years. And right across the street, even during your time with Abdul-Malik, y'all messed up property so bad across the street. You're living across the street from it. Y'all turned that yard into a junkyard. All them cabs and all that on 8,000 square feet of property. And you allowed the city to write tax after tax after tax. I came out there and paid y'all's taxes, dear Mukhtar, and you lived across the street. Followed it up with, I asked you to go downtown and check on it. You say ain't no way to go downtown, can't check on it, which is might not be the truth. Then here comes a tax bill. This is another one now. $22,900, which is, if you don't have a job, which I don't. And I paid that. Bam! For y'all, dear friends, I paid that for y'all. Not to go back to January 27th, 2005, we finds out what? That y'all haven't paid taxes. And y'all have 60 or 70 people in the school. Y'all got it going on out there. When something came up out there, y'all needed help, I was out there. 25,000, 35,000, all the time. And I paid y'all's taxes. Which of course, because our taxes, because they're going to take our property. And y'all had property out there under your charge for 15 years. Actually, we bought it, let's see, 1996. Let's say you had it under your full charge for 12, 13 years. You didn't do nothing. You let Musa and those Arabs fill up our property with junk. You let the roof crash in on all the property from 8101 to 8111. Your dear brother came out there and worked on that whole roof. Now that roof is pretty good size, 8,000 square feet. The whole roof. And I paid for all the material, and I did maybe 80% of the work by myself. And those remodelings of property that Abdul Malik said, the city said tear down, when you and I went down to the city and on microfilm, we found out what? Hey, those are not illegally built, they have addresses. 8115 and 8119. MacArthur Boulevard. Don't you remember that, Mukhtar? Sitting up there with your mush mouth talking about how you've been mistreated. Look here, boy. If it was anybody else, your friends talk to you and treat you. What happened when Abdul Malik was there and I would say, Mukhtar can handle this. He'd tell you you needed more education. When y'all came here, you and, when I say you, I mean Khadijah and Mukhtar sat right here, and them yellow people sitting up here was telling y'all, we're gonna get more education like them. Remember that? That's y'all. And I'm telling you, you don't need education, you need experience. That I can teach you what? Management, leadership, I can do that. I can do that. Okay? So we come out there and paid $50,000. What, 48,900 or something like that. For y'all, the date. January 27th, 2005. In the meantime, when we come up to recent times, where is all of our computers in the school? Where is all the property in the school? Where is all the books in the school? Where is all the DVD duplicators and all of that in the school? Where is the tools? I had $20,000 worth of tools there that I fixed this, fixed that, ladders. Where compressors? Where's all of that? Dear Mukhtar, now y'all people in Oakland, y'all remember you'd come by and you'd see me working. You wouldn't see Mukhtar with me. Huh? They sat right talking about somebody treating you bad. Dear Mukhtar, you and Khadijah sat right in that masjid when the front was tore off for 2 years. Abdul Malik raised thousands of dollars. Some of the Arabs told me they gave him, even, what's his name, the prayer leader there, you know, the 98th auto. Imam and them, I gave him thousands of dollars. Well, they didn't do nothing to the front. We had to fix the front. Yeah, your cousin helped a little bit, but I bought all the stuff, bought all the carpet to go in the masjid, and did part of the work myself. Now that's for me, I'm here in D.C. You, dear friend, last year before last, 3 truckloads of 30-yard, you know, them long, them big dumpsters that you drop off, the longest one, and a bobcat. I paid for 3 truckloads of stuff out of our yard that y'all had dumped there. 3 truckloads. And paid for the bobcat. And all of them, and you come, it's clean. I bought lawnmowers to cut the grass. And every time I'd come back to the masjid from here, the lawnmower's gone. You stole 5 lawnmowers, simple little lawnmowers. What would you do? The water would be off, electricity off. How could you do that? And you say you was running things. The nasty thing about it is if you live at 8111, that's the masjid is here, the school is here, and our big property is right over there. You can supervise it all. You, all you people in Oakland now, remember, Mukhtar moved to 66th Avenue. Didn't he tell the truth? For no reason. If he needed money to rent an apartment or to live, he could live anywhere. But he got out of there, away from the masjid. That ain't all, that was too close. He moved to Berkeley. Tell the truth. Didn't Mukhtar and Khadijah move to Berkeley? Yes. What are they doing? What are they doing? What masjid do we have out in Berkeley? And he came to the masjid when I would be here, as if I'm not from Oakland and don't know what people are doing in Oakland. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Mukhtar came to the Masjid to clean up on Thursday for Friday Jummah. What happened to the money, I don't know. And he changed all the mail to go to a post box where he is. He cut off our computer, he cut off the phone that was hooked to the computer. Remember? 638-9541. Our phone number says 1980. Gone. Why? So nobody could call us. So nobody could call us. Of course, I'm just beginning. I'm getting warmed up here. But I'm the nice guy. Whether your mama got knocked over off crack or heroin does not mean I'm slandering your mama. What I'm responding to is what you said. You said Imam Musa always talking about selling dope and he was Big Hank and all of that. And I said, that's what Malcolm X and all the brothers, they said. I was this way and Islam fixed me up. And that's what Islam do. That's a selling card for Islam. That's bragging on Islam. I say that the biggest part of Jahiliyyah is 1/50th of what we got right now in the deen. I say that every day. Psychological warfare don't mean Big Hank or Imam Musa is bad. It means I'm telling the white man he's a fool and I'm going to slap the piss out of him. But I say every other time that, of course, it's just for the white man. Allah is doing everything. In fact, I just said at the beginning of this, that if it don't be, this stuff is so complicated, so long-lasting, that ain't nowhere in the world I could do nothing with it. But in the meantime, you was calling off times and numbers. We didn't even have school clothes. And that what you said, Khadijah, tell the truth. Y'all watched on there. On the one called Imam Musa, the fake Imam. You said I was a fake nigga. How's I'm fake and everybody in the world is big? They said that's a big nigga.
Hold up. Well, he also said, why don't nobody know you?
Nobody know me? Wait a minute. Let me finish. Don't nobody know me? Where? In Oakland?
He didn't specify.
Don't nobody know me in Oakland? Why is there, okay, that's what I'm saying. They so, is that Mukhtar saying that?
Yeah, it's on his account. That's his.
Okay, whoever's saying that is so silly. Don't nobody know me. The Rahbar don't know me. Everybody in Iran don't know me. They didn't have a birthday party for me. If you look on the phone, remember they had I was there, they had a birthday party for Imam Musa. Any program we go to, silly fellow, even all the yellow Negroes and the book readers, they was over at Howard the other week. The whole program was about us. Didn't they? Tell the truth. It was related to us. Brother, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not a popularity contest, but people know me all over the world. South Africa, East Africa. It's not only just Iran and those places, it's everywhere, man. All the big, what do you mean? All the big shots in the world is my homeboy. And you ain't never been out of East Oakland. Don't nobody know, what do you mean, don't nobody know me? I don't want to get into an argument. But Mukhtar, the only time you ever left Oakland was when we sent you. When you went to school to take shooting practice up in Colorado, we spent $3,500 on you, didn't we? You ain't spent no $3,500. Then you went to another shooting program. anti-terrorist program or something. We paid for that. What do you want from us? Huh? Now, here's the thing about you and dear Khadijah and me being a dope dealer. There's a little confusion. Khadijah said, that's your wife, that Imam Musa sold drugs and we didn't have school clothes. Did anybody see it? Didn't have school clothes, stuff like that. Now, I'm taking it that if Khadijah got pregnant when she was 13 and she had, first of all, I haven't had anything to do, I was just talking here about being with the chief who was, okay, I was down at the chief's joint in 1977, that's 40 years ago. Khadijah wasn't born, was she 40 years ago? She was a little baby? I don't know. I ain't sold no drugs since 73 or something, 44 years ago. Neither one of y'all was born. And crack, heroin, whatever your mama died of, I didn't deal that. I was mainly a cocaine dealer. And they didn't even have no crack. They didn't even have freebase then. Only the rich people. Y'all couldn't afford it, no cocaine. Y'all ought to go somewhere and shut up and stick your finger in your behind and act like you got some sense. Because y'all sound like a bunch of crackpots. Yes, you do. Whoever that's sending this stuff, you sound like a crackpot. What was the other part of the question?
Yeah, there's more. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll up a little bit.
Dear viewers, I'm just answering Mr. Mukhtar.
Here we
now,
go.
I don't want y'all in the masjid when I go out there. You don't have no right to be in the masjid. You don't have no right to call me on the phone all the time. You don't have no right to stalk me. You didn't have no right to call the police, which know that we belong in the masjid, and have the police take me out to Santa Rita and work the brother over. You didn't have no right to do that. And a year later, they come back again, right? And the police shining lights all talking about, come out of there. I say, you got a search warrant? They said, no. So I passed out the window, out the little mail slot, the deed to the masjid. Should have did it the first time. You, dear Mukhtar, now you got to remember, Mukhtar, friend, everybody knows about this stuff. Talking about being a snitch, you set me up and tried to get me knocked over by the police, and it didn't work. Yes, you did. Y'all was trying to knock the brother over. Come there with guns out at the masjid at 12:32 at night, and you and Khadijah out there, and you told the police, it says on my arrest form, you're being arrested because the owner says that I won't leave. Remember? And who's that? That's Khadijah. And there's you. What about down at the school? After Jummah's over, we're serving food. They come and they say, there's somebody that shot the dogs. We get down there, guess who that shot the dogs? Of course, we got the dogs down there because people keep punching the tires, which I have a picture of, and which one more second and I would have seen you punch the tires. But when you walked around the corner of the masjid, I could hear the air still coming out of the tires.